passed last week's $83 peak and are currently found trading near the $78 level. Contributing to the depreciation in prices has been the prospect for a higher interest rate environment, which could staunch global economic growth and thus tarnish the demand for energy. On the flip side, what kept the floor under crude's prices were the stronger than anticipated GDP results from China, which broadcasted to the world that the Red's dragon sharp recovery after the abandonment of the strict zero-COVID policy could play a pivotal role in the global scene in 2023. In this report, we aim to shed light on the catalyst driving WTI's price and assess the future outlook. Russian crude has been increasingly flowing towards the east since the start of the year, and more specifically towards the largest oil-consuming nation in the world, China, and the now officially most populous nation in the world, India. According to Reuters, in the month of April, Russia sold the majority of its crude of this nation, with India receiving 70% and China 20% respectively, at above the $60 price cap that has been imposed by Western nations in December. The move essentially bypasses the sanctions and sends a disappointing message back on the Western world, whose plan was to settle Russia's oil revenue inflows that are used to prolong the war in Ukraine. Reuters data also showed that Ural sales in Asia have already matched half of last year's volume, indicative of record shipments in 2023. Russia's ability to expertly maneuver away from European punishment and divert their flows towards the east sends a bitter message to the group and without a doubt undermines the credibility of the Commission's retaliation tactics. This makes the decision by Europe harder to swallow, since the sanctions left the continent depleted from Russia's supply, compounding the negative impact on common European folks, who thankfully had luck on their side, as this winter's conditions were rather mild. Yet, considering all this, a question arises: what about the next winter? As European nations aggressively work towards severing ties from Russia's oil supply, limiting their dependency, Norway steps in and capitalizes on the opportunity to cover the continent's crude needs. More specifically, Norway is now pumping crude to European market refineries in countries such as Finland, Germany and Poland, replacing in the sense the sanction flow from the common foe Russia. Johan Sverdrup crude, the oil that gets extracted from Norse fields, has similar qualities to the Urals crude of Russia and can play a key role in the bloc's efforts to restore crude in the months ahead, as European nations brace for the year's winter impact. The capacity of Norway to cover the needs for the entirety of the European nations comes under question, however, and remains to be seen whether the country has the ability to do so. Thank you for watching.